So you guys remember Josh Wingrove? He was the drummer in the music video that we did, the Freebird music video that we did with Exhorter.
Sounds like this if you haven't heard it.
Or another song from Exhorter that he was also the drummer in.
Sounds like this.
Man, I'm just trying to live life, singing by the moonlight. Swoon this pretty lady and take off her clothes. Keep flirting and I might leave. Fish coming in light speed. Can you take your head straight up to the dome?
Now what you say to me determines where I step.
Or the couple reactions he's been on. You know, something like this.
Can we just say it's an Exhorter?
Yo.
Yeah.
Feeling it. Oh my gosh.
Just
can
wait,
can we hear
Carly.
that again?
I know. I can't wait till she hears this
I think
bass
she's
solo.
got things for bass. 'Cause she-
So sour.
Oh my gosh.
Just melts your face. Just so melty.
Stone face Josh. That's my favorite cut, dude.
Just loving life right there.
Look, she's having a moment, dude.
Anyway,
He's a
he
good,
was,
good friend of ours. He's a really good friend of ours. I've known
Yeah.
him in the community. Big time drummer, basically like the best drummer in the state of Wyoming as far as I'm concerned. Really, really deep into the music community here. Super good dude. Really, really awesome person to have around. He was involved in a horrible car accident over the last, I think it was this last weekend. And so, in order to help him recoup some of the medical bills that he's going to be facing in the near future, we decided that we're going to help him promote his Venmo and his Cashapp on the channel, just because we want to reach out in any way that we can to help him with this, because we love him dearly, and we know what he's about to be up against. And so, we have dropped his information into the comment section, or into our description. It's one of the first things you'll see down there. It's his Venmo, his Cash App. They're the same thing, so either one works for if you want to send him any money or help him out or anything like that. We understand money's tight. We're not asking you to do this as a requirement. We're just saying if you'd like to help out our friend, he would greatly appreciate it. And we just...
Yeah, and the big thing is like, number one, he is one of like the nicest dudes you ever meet.
Oh,
one
dude.
of the hardest working individuals.
Yeah.
And he's also got a kid.
Yep.
And he now has a broken neck and a back and lacerated
broken neck,
kidneys
yep.
and liver. I mean,
He's got all sorts of
he's
shit
in
going
rough
on.
shape.
He's very lucky to be here, honestly,
Yeah.
after what happened. If we can find a photo of the vehicle, maybe we should throw
Yeah.
that in as well, because it's pretty tragic.
Yeah,
So
basically rolled 7 times at 80 miles an hour.
Yep.
It was pretty wild.
Yep, so.
But yeah, just, I mean, I can't imagine being in his shoes wondering, like, yeah, number one, I got to take care of myself, but I also have a kid that I have to take care of in the process of all of this, and it's very scary. He works oil field, which he won't be able to do for a long time.
Yep.
And who knows if he'll ever be able to drum the way that he has. With these type of injuries, you just never know.
Yeah, he's got
It's
a
going
long,
to be a long road.
long road to recovery ahead of him, and we're just here to help him out any way that we can. And if you guys want to join us in that journey or join us in that fight, we would love the help. Information is in the description below. Just wanted to get that out before we start these episodes. We appreciate the hell out of you guys being here. And if you want any more information, our Instagram handles are in the description as well. We're more than welcome, or more than happy to talk to you about what's going on, things like that. So
And don't donate to our PayPal.
No.
Donate directly to him.
we have
send
his
it to
actual
him.
Cash App and Venmo there. That's the one you want,
Yes.
and you'll see it right down in there. So thank you guys for being here, and with that, let's get on with the episode, shall we?
Get to the video.
All right.
Oh, you know what? I kind of want to green.
Next week, Canadian hardcore band thing label, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm in.
We know about Canadian bands. They do good.
Oh, we know about
Okay.
Canadians and their metal music, bro.
That's it.
They got a thing up there.
They got a thing.
There's definitely a vibe for that type of music up there. They also got some really, really solid punk bands, man. Turns out.
Moon's in retrograde, man. I'm really feeling it. Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Screen, camera, mics, I'm pretty sure are going. Audio already dropped once because I mentioned it, so naturally it did drop.
It did drop.
I did
of
say
course.
something. So we might get one more. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
We'll see where she goes because we're mentioning it now. We're
in it.
We're ready to
folks.
rock and roll.
We are in it.
Okay. Good snap. Good snap.
firecrackers.
I got to go to the hospital. My fingers just disintegrated off of my hand. That was maybe my best snap in recorded history since we started the channel.
If you were an anime character named Izuku Midoriya, this whole house would have blown apart.
My elbow hurts from that one. Right. Anyways, I'm Matt. That's Chris. You guys are the best audience in the world, and thank you for sticking with us through our intro about our good buddy Josh. You're going to be seeing that for the next foreseeable future. We are just trying to do anything that we can to help him raise a little bit of money because he has a long road of recovery ahead of him, and there's just going to be, if you're from America and you're watching our channel, you know how it goes when you have to go to the hospital, right? Like, you want, even when you're driving by that thing, you kind of like look the other way because you don't want it to just somehow just kind of charge you for just existing, right? You're like, I'm not here, it's fine, don't worry about me. So he's going through that right now, so we're just trying to help him any way we can. If you can donate anything, his Venmo and Cashapp link is in our description. It's the first thing you'll read when you get down there. Anything helps. We're not asking you. It's not a requirement. We just are just trying to do whatever we can to help him get a little bit of money. So with that, on the screen in front of us, something new to the channel, but very near and dear to Chris's heart. He sends me clips from this dude all the time, like constantly. If I'm not getting one from him in a week, something has gone horribly wrong.
Like, he hasn't produced any more new clips. That's what's gone wrong.
Yeah. This is Derrick Stroop.
Derrick.
This is Derrick Stroop. The clip that we're watching is called a gluten-free poodle. But I believe this is from like one of his routines. Yeah. Like a big show that he did somewhere. Yeah. So now, have you looked up tour dates or anything for him to see if he's coming through?
I need to.
Okay. I want to start hitting more comedy shows. There's some good ones even coming through Casper over the next few months.
There's some really good ones.
And I want to start hitting some of them for sure. So we're going to get into a little bit of comedy and just make it, we're going to ride the end of the week out with just a good laugh and just have ourselves some fun. So if you're along for the ride and you want to laugh with us, hit that subscribe button. That's all we're asking for this year. We do have a Patreon, but we're not asking for membership fees or trying to force anybody to join this or that like every other YouTube channel
I would rather you, instead of subscribe to our Patreon, shoot Josh $5.
Yep. Okay. Boom. There you go. Like that's the same amount of money, and if you could do that, if we could choose a place for it to go, that's where it should go. So let's get into it, shall we?
Let's get it.
All right.
I'm not from around here. I'm originally from Alabama. I moved to Denver 9 years ago to experience real time travel. So that's been interesting.
He lives in Denver?
Living there is a little bit of a different world. The things that they're into, the things that they enjoy. They love to go hiking, which is, to me, it's hard for me to get into. Walk around the woods for 3 hours, listen for a woodpecker. It just doesn't do it for me. And the problem that I have with it is I just feel like, especially first or second date, should not be hiking. It makes you a psychopath. It does. You're going to walk 3 miles into the woods and learn that Trevor is a bunker boy. You're hanging out with a guy that surfs the black market. Now what are you going to do? Take off running? That's Trevor's favorite. Okay? You've made a mistake. I don't understand this. And that's the way it is in Colorado. These crunchy folks, they just want to walk around the woods.
Folks.
The moon's in retrograde. They're in a Subaru just really feeling it. I mean, listen, if anybody takes you on a date hiking on the first or second date, that's the brokest person you've ever...
That is facts about Colorado. There are more Subarus in Colorado than I believe any other state in the U.S.
I saw a video on my Facebook. It came across, it was from Seattle, but it was this dude. Well, it wasn't from Seattle, but it was this dude on his computer. He was on Google Earth, and he's like, let's play a game called Can I Find a Still Photo on Google Streets randomly without there being a Subaru in it? And he just goes to Seattle on Google Earth and then just zooms into a spot and like hits the street view and then looks up and looks to the right, just, there's one right there. Okay. Let's go over, let's go like 2 miles this way. Comes down, boom, looks around, he's all, where is it? Oh, yep, there's one right there. Comes down into this parking lot and he's looking around, he's all, oh my God, there's not one in here. There's not one in. Oh, and he looks in the distance, and there's one on the back of a tow truck, like way off by the beach or something. He's like, oh my God, it's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah. Colorado, I believe it goes Colorado, Oregon, Washington are the top 3 states for Subaru ownership. It's literally, Colorado is insane.
Dude,
they are everywhere.
Even when we were down there, I was noticing, like, they're just all over the place, dude. Crosstreks and Outbacks, very, very popular down there. Not as many Foresters. A couple of nice WRXs that we saw, a couple of nice STIs, but other than that, it's mostly Outbacks and crossovers.
Like, those LL Beans, okay? They love them.
They're all over.
They're really feeling it, you know?
Retrograde. All right.
And if anybody takes you on a date hiking on the first or second date, that's the brokest person you've ever met. They don't have any money. Don't let them get away with this. They're trying to really get you. They're going to go on a walk in the woods, skip some rocks. If they had some money, they'd be showing out. You know, you'd be at a Chili's right now. You know what I mean? Getting one of those big margaritas, you know, that have 4 straws, but there's only 2 of us. Let's have an afternoon. You know?
Yeah.
It's different. Trying to get used to it. There's just so many things that are different, you know? Like moving out there, I'd never seen anybody pick up dog shit till I moved to Denver. I didn't even know people were doing it where I'm from. We just run over it with a lawnmower till we can't find it anymore. I never dreamed I'd see so many people so excited. I mean, as soon as it hits the ground, that's theirs. That's theirs. Y'all know HOA don't play. You know what I mean? And I can tell it's a good time because they start to spin that bag a little bit. You know? That's different to me. That's different. I think it's great. You know, dogs are super popular. You know, Denver, LA, I see them everywhere. And I think rescuing dogs is a great thing, but I never knew it was such a big deal. When you live out in the country, that's the only way we get ours. It is. If a dog sits in your yard for too long without a collar on,
it's yours.
That's your dog. It's not a ticket to heaven or a Facebook post. You just got yourself your 3rd mixed lab, you know? And I feel like we earn ours out in the country, out in an open field, trying to wrangle in a weenie dog. It's not easy. You know, not every dog wants to hop in every truck. Some of them are trying to go home. You know what I mean? But I feel like people in the city, they make a big deal out of rescuing dogs, and they've got it the easiest. They go to an animal shelter, take a compatibility test, the dog's Scorpio, they can't believe that. They can't believe you know? They've been hoping all week for a gluten-free poodle. Look at this, you know? Whole family can pet, gluten-free poodle. Just a different world out there. I'm getting used to it. I'm a cat guy. Y'all would have never guessed that. Yeah, that's the loudest response. That's not real cat people. Real cat people just went like this, just very quiet. It took all the energy a cat person has to be here tonight. They didn't want to come out at all. Their friends forced them to be. Cat people don't yell like that. They send emails, you know?
That's right.
After the show, they're like, Derrick, it's so exciting that you're a cat person. I have 7. How many do you have? I'm like, damn, Catherine, I can smell the piss through the keyboard. You know? I've just got 1. I'm a normal guy, you know? I'm a normal guy. I don't know. I like living in Denver. I talk about it on stage a good bit. There's a lot of hipsters there, and I don't have a problem with hipsters. They're some very nice people, you know? The real issue that I've got here, I feel like, is that hipsters are trying to take dairy from us. Okay? That's the only real issue I have, and some of y'all have fallen for it. You know, they've convinced y'all if you drink a glass of milk and take a shit, you got a bad butt on you. So I got to go around and remind everybody that dairy is, in fact, a consequence product. Okay?
Here it comes, dude.
Here it comes. If you're lactose intolerant or you got a stomach disease, I'm not talking to you, so unfold your arm. All right? This is for the 95% of the room that's going to eat 3 bowls of cereal and go, dairy's being mean to me. No, you did it to yourself. The problem we have with dairy is it holds us accountable. We hate accountability.
It holds us accountable.
Nobody ever has a long night with dairy and then sleeps till noon. It doesn't exist. Dairy shows up early.
This is
Nobody ever has
this is
a
so
long night with dairy.
true. Like and the funny thing is when you think about a consequential product, right? You might think of like alcohol would be like number 1, right? Yeah. Like, no, the guy who had 1 beer that night, nothing crazy happened, right? But the guy who had 13, okay, he had a
rough night.
Okay?
He probably at one point had a really great night.
Yeah.
And then I assume at some point that night tanked into one of the worst nights ever.
Yes.
It's usually how that goes.
But it's so funny that he's like, no, I'm fighting for dairy out here. Okay, listen, dairy didn't do nothing.
Dairy
okay?
just holds us accountable, okay? We're just upset
we
because we
accountability.
don't like accountability. It's perfect, dude. It's perfect.
So good.
Nobody ever has a long night with dairy and then sleeps till noon. It doesn't exist. Dairy shows up early.
Facts.
There's two things in this world that are abused and blamed the most: alcohol and dairy. We love to take it to the limits and go, I can't believe that did that to me. No, I can't believe it treated me like that. Now people do it with tequila. They go, tequila makes me fight. Tequila, it's like, no, it doesn't, Randy. You had 11 shots and now you hate us. Tequila didn't do shit about this. It's the same thing with dairy. Nobody's ever put a dab of dairy like on their lip and lost their underwear. It was from negligence. You got carried away and you made a mistake and now you're paying for it. It's a hard lesson to learn. And everybody's tolerance is different with dairy. That makes it tough. You got to go find out on your own what's too much for you. You do. It's your own personal journey. Nobody's at a Mexican restaurant looking at a menu going, hey, do these nachos make you shit your pants? Because if they do, I won't order them. No, Teresa, you're going to have to do some field work, okay? You're going to have to go and report back to camp and tell us what happened.
Shit,
you know?
dude. You're going to have to do some field work.
That makes it tough on people. It really does. I'll tell you, the other night I made the biggest mistake. I ate a pint of ice cream before I went to bed. Y'all already know. My final thought before I closed my eyes, tomorrow we go to war. I already knew. I was like, sleep tight, Trojan. You've made a huge mistake. I mean, you've got a big one tomorrow, you know? Because I knew Derry wasn't going to let me sleep in. Derry's going to show up at about 4 a.m. Its first question is going to be, who do you think you are? No, look at me. Who do you think you are? And that's just Derry shooting you straight, you know? Telling you the truth. It's the Derry fairy, you know? And Derry likes to show up, like I said, at 4 a.m. It's still dark outside. Your house is way colder than it should be. You know, you're sitting there shivering. You've already seen this Instagram already. And there you are, you're earning it. And you're going to be better for this. I mean, I break it down like this for people. I would never go to Taco Bell, eat 6 burritos, come out of the bathroom afterwards, look at y'all and go, hey, everybody. I am so allergic to 6 burritos from Taco Bell. I don't know if it was the 3rd or 4th one, but I had a hell of a reaction. Thank you so much, y'all. I
Hell of a reaction. I don't know how to say it, but I'm allergic to 6 burritos. I don't know if it was the 3rd one or the 4th one, but man, I had a hell of a reaction. That's true. You know, I never do think about it, but as a person who loves dairy, like,
fucking love
dude,
it. Dude,
I live here by myself, and I have 2 gallons of milk in my fridge at all times.
Yeah.
Like, there is not a time when I don't have, like, and if I get to that point, like, something has gone wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I need to hit the store now. It's like first thing in the morning, I'm gonna wake up and I put milk and honey in my coffee, and it's like, I'm not gonna drink my coffee black. I'm just not that guy. I'm just not a black coffee drinker. Never have been. I can't do it. I gotta have some sort of thing in there, right? And milk is like I think the ingredient that makes it tolerable for me because I love milk so much. Yeah. And so like I need dairy in my life, man. Yeah. But you're right. He's right in saying that people just take it too far. Like there are definitely times when like I eat I'll probably do it tonight. Eat a giant bowl of cereal before I go to bed. Oh yeah. And just chugging milk at the end of it.
Morning and just fucking
dude, just wreck. You'll just wreck the bathroom.
Like,
and yeah. That's like me saying like, oh man, I don't know what that milk did to me. And it's like, no.
Allergic reaction.
You had a giant bowl of cereal and drank, I don't know how many cups of milk in that cereal. Like, yeah, that's your fault. You did that. Milk's just holding you accountable.
Yeah. It makes me wonder how many people because we do live in a day and age that everybody's self-diagnosed with something.
Right,
okay?
Yeah.
How many people, I'm lactose intolerant. It's like, well, I mean, you did eat a large blizzard with cheesy tots and
ice cream and mozzarella sticks and
yeah, dude, you kind of had it coming, okay? You know,
a blizzard with like Oreos or something in it, you know, something else that's got dairy in it or something, you know, like yeah.
Now I'll tell you this, Doobie, if you guys know who Doobie is,
he is legitimately lactose intolerant.
Will have like that much milk in a cup.
It's over.
And it is over.
It's over
it's
for him.
It's just over.
Yep. He legitimately has it. I'll give it that. We do know one person that has it. It is Doobie for sure.
Yeah. He okay, guys, I gotta use the bathroom. We're like, That's like the 4th time, bro. Like, what? Yeah, I had a blizzard.
Had a small blizzard tonight. Like, well,
he's just like,
I knew
it was coming. I'm sorry, guys.
And you can't blame him. Blizzards are delicious, so like, can't blame the guy. I would probably have one too. You know what I mean?
Good.
But yeah, that was great, man.
Derrick
Stroop,
man.
definitely getting back on the channel,
Yeah,
and he's
5 out of
only
5.
in Denver, dude. We could go see him like anytime.
Yeah.
I know he does home shows, you know.
I'd love to.
And then there's a comedy club in Casper now, and like I said, some big names are coming through there. So maybe he'll make his way up here.
I hope so.
That'd be super cool, dude. It's really cool to have a comedy club in Casper.
Yeah.
I haven't been to it yet, but it's a very new thing.
I didn't want to go see that guy, but fuck, we
it was
weren't
on.
able to go.
It was on the same Saturday that we were in Colorado. It was last Saturday. I know. I saw that the thing popped up like the Friday before, and I was all,
like, oh shit. Right.
Dang, that's a huge bummer. But yeah, we've already had some really big names come through there, and it's cool to see that diversity in our town, the diversity of like something else to do other than music or a movie or go to a bar. You know, like now you can go, you can still have drinks there, like they have drinks there, but like now you can go get a drink and watch some dope comedy, like watch the legitimate dudes come through.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Like guys who tour with Theo Vaughn.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy.
Fuck, Adam Carolla was here like a month ago or 2 or something like that. Like. And then the dude from what's his name, Todd Packer from The Office.
Oh, really?
He's coming through. He's coming through this month, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like we've had big names come through there, man.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty cool to see.
Well, I give that 5 out of 5.
Oh, all
this
day,
guy
dude.
just I can't
All
get
day.
enough of him.
I'm gonna use Derry holds us accountable for the foreseeable future, man.
Yeah, facts.
Derry's just out here holding us accountable, man. Like,
we hate accountability.
and we hate accountability.
Well, if you guys enjoyed today's episode as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the
Notification gang.
And we'll see y'all next time. Bow. Bow.
There it is. Right at the end there.